Okay, so I thought I would start off this video with a quote that really resonated with me. And I would recommend you guys to pause and reread it a couple of times because it can really get you thinking. Okay, I don't know why I use the word really again and again, but either ways, really read into this one. On the one hand, we all want to be happy. On the other hand, we all know the things that make us happy, but we don't do those things. Why? Simple. We're too busy. Too busy doing what? Too busy trying to be happy. This pursuit of happiness is a lifelong process. When we are sad, we look for happiness to feel better. When we are happy, we get used to a state of happiness and it's only downhill from there. The challenge here is how can one stay happy always? Constantly being in a state of well-being. And that's definitely a challenge, alright. Figuring out the answer to this challenge means figuring out life. Because what could be bigger than one's happiness or one's fulfillment or one's satisfaction? But the issue is we're so caught up in a struggle to keep up that we forget to truly live or be happy in the moment. Even I am in the search and pursuit of the same thing, just as you are. And I've been trying to get others' opinions on it to better understand it and handle it.
Everyone's stuck in this rhythm of life where there's, concept of goal orientation. When this happens, I will be happy.
Right.
When I write these 35 pages, I'll be happy.
Correct.
When this happens to me, I'll be happy. When I have this chocolate, I'll be happy. When work is done, I'm done with traffic, I'm fried with this, and now I'm going to reach home, and then when I'm on my bed, I will be happy.
Bliss. Yeah.
Right? But what you're forgetting is that in that moment, you are not happy.
Correct.
Right? And what you are searching for is just a moment of satisfaction, which is basically a fleetingness of emotions. It's like a ceaseless change of emotions. It's a ceaseless change because you're simply ignoring whatever is at the moment taking place. And you're going with this thing, when that happens, and right now you're not even living. You're continuously calculating, analyzing this, that, thinking about something that's going to happen. The simplest way of looking at it is like, anything you do and anyone you hear, they always talk about it being the process, right? And that's really what the reality is. It's about being in the moment.
Isn't this something we've been hearing all our lives? To be present in the moment, enjoy the moment for what it's worth. But like I've said time and again on my videos, there is definitely some truth in these cliches.
Ultimately, what do you want in life, right? What are you doing this goal orientation towards? Why are you working? Why are you doing anything? Why? I would assume for most people, it is, to be happy or to have peace, right? You want to have peace in your life or you want to be happy. I would like to meet a person that doesn't want that for themselves, right? So if you know that is the case and it is inherent, in your nature to want good for yourself, yet you're not able to provide yourself that. And when you feel some emotion, at that moment you get caught up in that moment, not realizing that too will pass.
Yeah, be it pain or happiness or whatever.
It will pass. Whether it's happiness, anger, sadness, ecstasy or excitement or anything for that matter, it will pass.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you know it will pass, why can't you enjoy that moment? Is there a state that you can be in where there's a constant state of well-being? Where it's not dependent on that fleeting moment of happiness that you're experiencing. When you've just reached your bed, you've lied down and then suddenly you're like, something.
So maybe tomorrow in bed.
Yeah. And then, you have to wake up in the morning and you're waking up and you're like, I have to do this. And then when I come back at 6 p.m, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's such a fleeting moment, right? Is there a constant state of well-being that I can be at 24/7?
So what can you do about this? There are two things that have worked really well for me and I'd like to share those with you. One, focus less on the goals and more on the journey. We are all caught in a race to get to a certain point, not realizing that the act and the process of trying to get there is where the actual fun lies. If you think about it, that's how we are wired too. Everyone talks about how we have a dopamine hit when we accomplish something. That's true to a certain degree. But humans are actually wired to have dopamine release in anticipation of a reward, not while you get rewarded actually. Which means that the act of doing things, in this case through the course of your journey, is when you'll have that feel-good hormone release in abundance. So the only way for you to get those benefits is by enjoying the process in the current moment as opposed to aiming for an arbitrary goal. And secondly, figure out how you can get into the state of flow by doing things that help you with your vision and making a habit of it. For people who don't know what flow is, it's the mental state you're in when you're completely immersed in an activity. Like how they say, when you're in the zone, where you lose track of time because of just how interesting that activity is. Find more of those activities that would help you in your journey and make a habit of getting into that over and over again. For me, it's video editing or playing football or badminton or even scripting these YouTube videos. Find activities that vibe with you and make a habit of constantly getting into that state over and over again. The psychological benefits of getting into the flow state are numerous, from greater enjoyment and fulfillment levels, improved performance, to feeling more motivated with greater levels of happiness. And that's what we're all striving for, right? Happiness. Setting goals is great. I think we all need something to aim for. But planning your daily activities smartly based on your goals will get you to live life in the moment instead of simply waiting for the end outcome. I guess that really gets you thinking, right? Why postpone happiness when you can have it right now? Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video and you're stuck around till now and you haven't subscribed, then you're sending the universe the wrong message. Or in this case, the YouTube algorithm. So why not just simply subscribe? It's free, it won't cost you a penny, but it'll make a world of difference to me. Also, you should check out this unique podcast I've created. It's called Against the Odds. My guests and I have conversations about what it takes to make it and how you can level yourself up. Go tune into it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or your preferred podcasting platform. Or you could just check out the video version on this very same YouTube channel. I'll leave links to show in the description. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.